Welcome back. This is episode 4 of season 5, and I want to talk about boundaries because boundaries used to feel dramatic to me, risky, unsafe. So, what are boundaries? That was a question I began to ask myself just a few years ago. Am I allowed to have boundaries? Where do boundaries fall within my daily life? What boundaries do I want to see? And how will I maintain them? For me, I guess I didn't even realize there was a concept of boundaries, or at least the concept of what we call them are identified, drawn, and respected very early in life. But for me, that was not the case. My boundaries were dismissed at a very young age. Emotional boundaries were crossed too. The words no, stop, I don't like that, I do not want to do that, it scares me, seem to either be completely disregarded or overridden by the expectations of girls and women in the 60s and 70s. Rocking the boat, not being the hostess I was taught to be, were more important than how I felt. The bullying, intimidation, trauma, and abuse inflicted on me by my siblings were just how I grew up. Today, when I think about boundaries are beginning to feel normal, calm, unapologetic. It is the fact that I get to have boundaries and that I have the right to maintain them that still feels foreign. Living redeemed means limits without guilt. So here's something for you to reflect upon. Where might a simple, calm boundary create more peace for yourself than over-explaining ever could? I'm starting small with that idea. And if this episode gave you clarity, please subscribe to Redeeming Hope. And of course, I have more reflections on my blog and my other socials, which you can find at juliemlane.com. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next week.